Hello everybody, it's Nim and welcome back to my channel. Today it's Friday, so today we are going back to Planet Zoo. And I mentioned it in my Wednesday video that today's Planet Zoo Day. And today we are building a Jaguar habitat, as you probably already saw by the title. And obviously by the thumbnail, because there's a giant Jaguar on the thumbnail. Lately I've been putting some more effort in my thumbnails and I think they are better than they used to be, so like if you have any remarks or suggestions, let me know in the comments down below so I can work on it, because I'm still not exactly sure on how to do thumbnails. So if you guys have any tips or whatever, let me know and maybe I can do something with it. So right now we are trying to figure out the terrain, and that was quite difficult because I already put the entire barrier and then I was like, wait, I also need a keeper door, so that was kind of difficult. So we are kind of molding this rock. We are going to turn it into rock very soon though. First we're going to do the barriers. So we are going to place the habitat door, obviously with the keeper path so the guest won't come in here. Now my idea was originally to build this sort of tunnel where the animals could go, or they could climb over, so that I only needed one habitat gate. But in the end, or that I needed two habitat gates so that the keepers could just... No, two habitat gates. Whoa, I'm confusing myself. I'm just looking how I'm doing this. Well, okay, I'm gonna start over. So I had this idea of going like an overground bridge with ropes where the animals could climb on. It didn't work out. I don't know how to do it. Let's just face it, I don't know how to do it. And I tried for like an hour and a half and it didn't work, so I cut that out. And now we are actually having an underground tunnel for the animals. But before we start anything with the habitat, I wanted to make sure that the visitors were not able to get eaten by our jaguars. So we are gonna custom make a bridge, as a matter of saying, like sort of a bridge out of these glass pieces. So we are copying it over and we are gonna make sure that they are perfectly placed. Now this took me some time because the terrain is not as flat everywhere and it isn't a perfect straight line, so you have to rotate pieces and you have to make sure it still aligns good, and you have to make sure that the animals can't actually get in there, because otherwise all our guests are gonna get terrified. And I know that I could have just closed off the corners and make sure that the jaguars can't actually go in there, but I thought this looked actually way nicer and also a little bit more realistic. So I went to the zoo in my holiday, and actually in the zoo there was sort of kind of like this, not exactly the same, but sort of. Also this tunnel that went over and through a habitat, so that was really exciting for me. I was like, I have to recreate this in Planet Zoo. So that's what we're doing here. We are going to use a different piece because that piece that I just used is now rotated. And here you can see me having struggles with some of the controls because I'm still learning. But we got there in the end. Just gonna make sure it's completely straight, and then we are lining it up with the other pieces and we are making this into a perfect bridge. Now maybe you're watching this and you're thinking, damn Nim, you are completely struggling with this roof, or with these glass pieces, what the heck. Just wait until I start doing the roof, then I get really confused. So we are, for the roof, I think we are gonna do the roof immediately, right? Yeah, I think we are. For the roof, I am going to use octagonal roofs, like roof shapes, also just from the catalog. And they were so difficult to place down in the end. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at myself at what am I doing, because I recorded this I think maybe a week ago, and I'm doing the voiceover right now, so I don't remember exactly what I was doing. But here we are placing the octagonal roofs, and I actually think that it looks quite good. Obviously I'm no professional, but we're placing it, we're getting all this little triangle shape, so we are placing triangle shape structures there. And we actually have one that fits perfectly in there, and I'm so happy with that. So here it all fitted. And then we came to this little problem that it didn't fit anymore. And I didn't really know what to do there because could fill it up like that, but I thought it looked really ugly and weird. So we aren't gonna do that. I think we are gonna... How did I fix this? I think we just removed the last octagonal roof, and then we are going to fill it up with triangles. I was trying to fill it up with like smaller triangles, but you were still gonna keep all those like tiny spaces, and it was just so annoying. Also, squares did not work. I was for a moment I was like, what if I use squares and then just use triangles for the other bits? So here you see me working it out. We are using a triangle shape, and then we are using this to just fill it up. Now it doesn't perfectly align anymore with all the roof pieces and the walls, but that's fine. We are making sure that on the other side we are having the same triangle shape, and we actually gonna put some pillars there to make it look nice. So trust me guys, in the end it will look nice. It looks a little bit weird now. Looks like this weird like sandwich, if you look at it like this. Or like a fajita. I don't know why that came to mind. So it looks a little bit weird now, but it is very futuristic. So at this moment we are placing some stone pillars underneath there, because you know we want something that is firm in its foundation and is not going to shake. Because that's very important. And we are making sure that we are placing it at like the vital points. And I think that is it for our little bridge. And I know that bit there looks a little bit wonky, but you know, it's fine. So now I was looking at where these Jaguars could actually go, and there were actually a lot of places where it could escape, which is logical because we did use a null barrier. And I was hoping that if I were to just lower the terrain, it would kind of fix it. But it didn't, so we are using rocks again. I love rocks. We are also like almost squishing this little door in between the rocks. I think it looks really awesome. And these are the temperate rocks, even though I know that we are like in kind of a South African, no not South African, South America vibe with a temple next to it and everything. I do believe still that these temperate rocks look the best in this like, I don't want to say climate, but like style of terrain paint that is there. It looks just good. So that one was easily fixed, just up the terrain a bit and then it's done. And then this other side we are gonna use another like so many rocks. And I've said it before and I will say it again. I love these rocks. I love building with rocks. They look so natural, and I'm actually so amazed by the Frontier team that they make it look so natural. Like all the little details that you can see, all the little like cracks and bump outs in these rocks, they are absolutely perfect and I love it. We are gonna use some of the copy and paste though, because you know, who's got time to properly fill out an entire habitat with rocks? So luckily we have a copy and pasting thing, and we are just gonna copy pasting, then add some more rocks to make it look a little bit different. But you can also see that it's still cohesive and it belongs together. Now we are, the reason that we are placing Jaguars in this habitat is because it is very close to like this Maya temple. And I have played a lot of Tomb Raider in my days. Just my brother always used to play this game and I used to play it with him. And there was this, I think it was in Anniversary or Legends, one or two. Lara Croft is actually in a temple and there are like some Jaguars there, and I was like completely excited for like, ooh, they're Jaguars and I like Jaguars and they're so nice. So, you know, we are gonna use the Jaguars for that reason. It just reminded me very much of this game. And to make like it safe for the visitors, we are gonna add some glass barriers next to the path so that there aren't any like small children able to fall into the habitat. Because like that would really suck. Can you just imagine that if you were like in the zoo and then you were looking at a Jaguar habitat and then you would like trip and fall over? That would totally be something for me because I'm very clumsy and I fall over everything. I fell down the stairs, like one flight of stairs. Not even one flight, just one stair. Just like this little bump out of 30 centimeters and it broke my foot. So it would probably be really something for me to like fall in a habitat of a wild animal. And you don't want that. So to prevent that in this zoo, we are placing like safety barriers. We are also building a tiny little temple for these Jaguars, and we are making that their inside like stay, so they can kind of like their shelter. They can just stay there when it rains, and the guests can still see them because there's obviously glass on the sides. We are gonna use a lot of nature there though, because jaguars like a lot of nature, so we are gonna need that. We are fiddling around with the stairs because I wanted a certain amount of stairs, like not everything, but just a bit. So we are like covering up some of the window walls so that there's still like air coming through them, but they're also like closed off because jaguars like their privacy and their relationship with people is shy according to the game. So we can't like overdo it with the spaces. They need the privacy, they need to have like shelter. So we are gonna honor that for animals because I know that we're in Sandbox, and I know some of the other people that play Planet Zoo, when they're in Sandbox, they turn off the animals' needs and the guest needs and everything. But I don't like to do that. I like to play Sandbox actually like it's career or franchise, but then with unlimited money, because I like my unlimited money and I want to go wild with building. Yeah, but that's just me. So this is the temple bit that we did. We're actually gonna place some stairs now randomly through the habitat, just to make it look a little bit more temple-y and a little bit more like it belongs in these surroundings. We're also going to make that glass because, you know, like I said before, you don't want to fall in. And we are going to use the two-sided glass just to make sure that the animals don't see the guests, like not everywhere, because like I said before, they are pretty shy in their relationship with the humans. So we don't want them to like be able to see the humans everywhere, because that would be really awkward. Now we are starting on some terrain work, and I was wondering if I should do like a little puddle there, but it looked really weird. So we are gonna like naturally lower and raise the terrain in some places. And I think once we've done that, we are actually gonna go into terrain paint. And what I usually do, I usually make the entire habitat first all green, so all short grass, because then I can actually paint it more easily, because otherwise, what happens to me a lot is that I find this weird, like, patch of long grass that's somewhere, and the animals don't like it, and I can't find it anymore. So first I make everything one, like, terrain, and then I go in and I smoothing it out and I add other stuff. And this terrain paint is probably one of my most favorite ever. It looks so natural. And I know that it's like very cocky to say that about yourself, but I do believe that this is really good. Like, it's really good. Like the way that the rock formations are shaped with the like the soil and then the grass in between there. Also on this like little wall going up, a lot of sand, a lot of soil, because there are going to be a lot of plants there. And you still have like enough long grass and grass for these animals. So I really like the way it looks. And obviously once we are adding plants, it will look a lot more natural. So around this like puddle and water, we are going to add some palm trees. We are gonna add some like broken tree trunks, just to like give the animals the ability to like claw on them and make it look like they broke it. So these are really powerful animals and we must respect them. We are also gonna add like some other plants, some shelter, because they do like a lot of coverage. If it were up to these animals, they would have like 100% coverage in their habitats. And the guests would not be able to like that, so they'd probably be like, ooh, I can't get a good view of the Jaguar from here. Now, bear in mind, I didn't know this, but Jaguars, and I'm guessing all like cats in these cat-like animals in these games, they can climb the palm trees. I didn't know that. They can also climb those little dead trees. I knew that, but I didn't know that they could climb the palm trees. So it all just appeared as a traversable area for them, and I could see the green lines that indicate that they can climb on it. And I was very surprised, because that's actually how one of my jaguars almost escaped, because I was like, wait, why are you there? How did you get there? So I was looking at it and it did it again, and I was like, oh, you can climb the palm trees. I did not know that, so in case no one else knew that, now you know. Jaguars can climb palm trees, and I'm guessing like lions and tigers and stuff can also do that. I was wondering if I should have waited for a like a black jaguar to appear on the market, because those are really my favorites. You know, but these are pretty as well. As a kid, this is gonna sound really stupid, like I'm a really stupid person, but as a kid I never realized that like Jaguars and the black Jaguars are like the same kind, because in Dutch you don't name them Jaguar, you name them Panther, so it's a black panther. And I never realized that they're actually the same, or maybe they're not the same, they just look the same and they are the same on the Planet Zoo. Like animal trading? I'm actually not sure. I'll do some research into this, but actually it was a shame there weren't any black ones on the market, because then I would definitely have bought those, because they look so cute. And we are also gonna add some more rocks, just to make it look more natural, because otherwise it looks very flat and that there only are rocks on the side, and it is really, really unnatural. I mean, look outside. I said it before, look outside, you can see rocks everywhere. So in your habitat, if you want to make it look natural, in my opinion, you should have rocks everywhere as well, just to make it look natural. I was quite surprised also that they couldn't climb on that tree and like hop out of their habitat, because I was actually expecting that, but they can't, so that is actually really nice. We are gonna place like a... So once we have placed all these palm trees, and we are gonna make them look like really natural and nice, and I'm really proud of that habitat, by the way. Have I mentioned that? I'm really proud of it. But once we've done that, we are actually gonna let the other Jaguar go in there as well, and we are gonna make sure that they are completely happy. We are going to make some custom everything for them, and I literally mean everything, like custom whatever you can imagine. Literally everything. So custom like playable stuff, custom climbable areas, like everything. But that's what I like to do with this zoo. I like to make everything like extremely custom, because I could get stuff from the like the construction, from the facilities and the habitat things, but I think it's more fun and more like, I don't want to say more, like more of a challenge, but also better for me to like build it myself, so I get a really good understanding of the game and how everything works, so I'm quite happy with that. Also, spoiler alert, these little, well not little, these animals, the Jaguars, already had like their first cub, and it's really cute. I think there is a clip of them at the end, and otherwise there will be a clip of them at the next Planet Z video, which will be coming next week on Friday. So if you're watching this and you haven't already subscribed to me and you want to watch my next video as well, or you want to watch previous videos, that's completely fine. Like, go back and do that. But also, why not subscribe to my channel? I mean, you're here, you're enjoying it, otherwise you wouldn't be watching it. So just hit subscribe, click that bell icon, like, comment, like I always respond to people, so like, comment, get some interaction with me. I think it's really fun to talk to you guys. And enjoy, so you don't have to look me up every time, because you're probably gonna forget. I mean, I would forget about that. That's why I always subscribe to people that I watch on YouTube, because then I get a notification when they're actually posting a new video, otherwise you're just gonna forget it, and that's really annoying, because then you're gonna miss like some really awesome builds. And I have some really amazing builds coming. Just, I have so many ideas, like so many. But also, like, if you guys have an idea for an habitat or something that you want to see in this game, like, hit me up, leave a comment down below, or like, talk to me on Discord. My Discord channel, my Discord server is linked down below as well. You can join that. And you can just have a conversation with me about stuff that you like, stuff you didn't like, stuff that you want to see, maybe you have some questions. Like, you can talk to me about anything. I like talking. But you guys probably already knew that, because I am like rambling on. For how long have I been talking? Like 20 minutes? And we are actually going to come to an end now at this, after this building. So like I said, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to like, comment and subscribe and hit that bell icon. I really appreciate it. We are gonna finish this build up with some rocks, and then there are gonna come some cinematics. The image might be a little bit rough, I don't know why, but some of the video footage got really delayed. I honestly don't know why. See, this is where I figured out that they could actually escape through those plants. So we are gonna finish it up, and then we are gonna go into cinematics. So guys, thank you guys very much for watching. I will hope to see you on the next one. Bye!